And welcome Jude Law and Jim Gaffigan, who play Captain Hook and his first mate, Smee, in the new live-action remake of Peter Pan and Wendy. Welcome, you guys. Good to see you. So tell me how you got in touch with your dark side to play Captain Hook.
Me?
Yeah.
You know, I was very fortunate. David Lowery and Toby Halbrooks, who wrote this iteration, give a sense of Captain Hook's backstory. So you start to understand what path he trod to become this sort of damaged human being. And rather than therefore just relying on being a kind of moustache twitching arch villain, he's a little more complicated. Still scary, I hope. Dare I say you feel a little more sympathy for him or understanding?
Yeah.
Smee certainly does.
Absolutely.
And how was it playing Smee? I mean, one of the most iconic sidekicks in the history of all of literature.
It was great. Obviously, Smee is known as the best-looking sidekick.
Yes.
But it's amazing. And as Jude mentioned, there is this version there. They establish backstory to justify some of the characterizations we know. So for Smee and Hook, it explores almost a parental relationship. Anyone who has a teenager is treated the same way that Captain Hook treats Smee. So, like, essentially, Captain Hook is the teenager and Smee is any parent.
That's so interesting.
Keep them in line.
Let's talk about the transformation of you into Hook. 2 hours a day?
Well, someone just said that to me. I was asleep, so it could have been 20 minutes.
Would you fall asleep in the chair?
I would usually, prop my head back and nod off. I mean, I apparently 2 hours.
And you can fall asleep through that?
Easily.
Wow, that is a talent.
Yeah, we worked hard. We worked hard putting together all the details of what he or should look like. The silhouettes of these characters are so familiar. What was really interesting was going back to the book, the original book, where there's no mention of the red coat. The red coat comes from the original animated Disney version. The hook has switched hands depending on which film you've seen. In the book, it talks about it being on the right hand, and we kind of went through that with a fine-tooth comb and tried to come up with a look that made sense of him. And yeah, by all accounts, 2 hours.
Were the kids on set suitably scared? Did they?
I hope so. We tried. I mean, I used it just as an excuse to be miserable and moody, or shouting at everyone. And of course, once I had the hook on, there was little I'd be like, "Pass me that." Feed me.
Yeah. Were you saying 2 hours a day?
Usually to Jim.
I gained 40 pounds 20 years ago just for this role. And I took this balding medication. I had my skin depigmatized. A lot of things. And a lot of plastic surgery.
Real method right there. That is something.
Got to do it.
Let's take a look at a clip.
Where's my telescope?
Telescope.
Smee.
Telescope at hand, Captain.
Speak not to me of hands, Smee.
I see your point.
So we learned you had to learn to sword fight with your left hand?
Yes. I was told I had to sword fight, and then I realized, of course, I had to sword fight with my left hand. It took a while. I was surprised at how little I could do with this hand, actually. So we did all these exercises and so on. And then I got to Vancouver, where we were filming, and Alexander, who plays Pan, had been there for 6 weeks training already, and he was way better than me. He kept a tally, actually, of how many times I hit him with the sword, and got into double figures.
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
No one was harmed. And they were wooden.
It wasn't on purpose.
No.
It wasn't on purpose. And you're both dads. And Jim, we've talked to you about your kids before, mainly that you say you have too many of them.
Yeah.
But other than, what do they think about your performance?
Well, I mean, they're going to see it, but like obviously they're going to see it tonight, actually. But they're very excited. I mean, to portray, a character in such a classic story is pretty cool, and being part of the Disney family is always really cool. So, I mean, but my kids are generally just not impressed with anything. No. So, but maybe in the screening they'll be impressed.
Might get a clap.
Yeah.
Jude, you're probably going to win points. Congratulations and welcome to the Star Wars family.
Yeah.
Switching gears a little bit.
Yeah.
Very cool. You're going to be a part of the Skeleton Crew.
That's
Star
right.
Wars. Can you tell us anything about that, or is it pretty under wraps as per usual?
What can I tell you? It's a new concept in the same galaxy. It's about a group of children who get lost. I play someone they meet, and
You play Captain Hook.
I play Captain. Wait, I'm getting confused now. You know, what was exciting was to work on something with this familiar environment. I mean, I was like 6 or 7 when I first saw Star Wars, so to step into that world and suddenly be interacting with the animals and the droids and the creatures was wonderful, wonderful.
I was looking at the directors. You've got the Everything Everywhere All at Once directors.
Yeah, the Daniels
are
did
part
a
of
couple of episodes. David Lowery, who directed this, did an episode. John
I saw that
Watts.
too. So this
Great
is, unbelievable company that you're in. Congrats on that. We're looking forward to it.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you.
Peter Pan and Wendy begin streaming on Friday, only on Disney+.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.